Nyantechwa maybe am discover free Europe akoma busuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer easy convenient fast and sound so you free won't you hwe me discover ye mapim tap send entienne also download the tap send app no e mobile phone so free na fesika komo abusuafo wo Ghana fa na nyina tap send Papa no.
MaryMay.digital. Create the life you want. www.maymarys.com. By starting and running your own digital business. Work from home. Tips for business owners. How to create successful online digital business. Join our global company. Mentorship and training coaching. Training for each individual. Learn how to earn online. Be your own manager. For more information, visit www.maymarys.com or email us at info@maymarys.com. You can also call us on 0049 017 656 853 241. This business has helped me so much and my family, and to increase your income, join and create the life you want. Also for beginner. Also a beginner when I started this.
Gyakie, that beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwanten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfa sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane anasa ade bia wo pe bia. So ukoton ko ade a enye bia wo se wutu mu a eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto, or call us now on 0208 920 996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Okay, so we understand that some of the things our panel members say sometimes goes deep into your skin, but also take your time, relax and take it cool. I'm actually saying this because of a message coming from one of our diehards. He is based in America, talking about somewhere New Jersey. Yeah, I got the name right. New Jersey. His name is Kwame Asare. Good evening to you, Kwame Asare. Good afternoon to you, Kwame Asare. Good morning to you, Kwame Asare. Anytime you be watching this, just Matt says hi to you and he says relax. Just Matt Asemba Ayato. Just Matt says Asemba Ayato. Unti ejabi omututu. Oh, unti ye. Why? Anyway, shout out to you, Kwame Asare and your squad. I here in New Jersey. Almost we had the show after our show. Charlie, shout out to you guys and to all the friends in America.
Party passengers.
Yeah, over there, party passenger. Yeah. Gyakie, Buate, big ups to you. Nana B, big ups to you. Nash, big ups to you. Richie, Rich. Charlie Dini Dawes, everyone here, Refi, all the American folks. Thank you. And to New Jersey for yeah. And there is a certain Mabel also money. Shout out.
Shout out to Mabel.
Yeah. Shout outs to Mabel, man. Shout outs to you as well, and to our friends in Europe. New guy is Kojo Rati. He's the new guy on the block. Shout outs to you, Kojo Rati, Mr. Fred Apia, and to everybody who is out there supporting Showbiz Daily. You guys make us work hard, and that is no two ways about that. You encourage us, and the fact that we know there are thousands of people out there waiting to watch our show, whether rain, fire, or brimstone, we still have to come here to do the work. And today, the gentlemen are here. Abbas Muiz, he is at the extreme end. Abbas is into events. He is a talent manager, and he's also a marketing executive. Anything you want to market here in Ghana, Abbas can take care of you. Nana Regan is in the middle. He is a journalist, he is a promoter, talent manager, and he writes for SammyFlexTV.com. And Roland Amate is latest presenter in town.
All right.
One Play Africa.
Hey,
Congratulations. Yeah, so he's now hosting his show, One Play Africa. And also to the people who are out there, he's also a talent manager. He works with Sophie Records. He's a blogger, promoter into events as well. So all the pros.
This afternoon, I have been appointed as the PRO for OSID Production, the Ha comedy show.
OSID?
Yes, OSID Production.
And that is DJ Sid. Oh, yes, wow.
Yes,
congratulations. And they also the catfish back. Hey, talking about catfish, shout outs to Mr. Bernard Ekuban. Mr. Bernard Ekuban. Bernard Ekuban said Friday or so, Timo. Setting and Timo man is shout out. Alright, so Mr. Kuman is also based in Canada, and to all the Canada squad, God bless you guys. And so Friday we are waiting for the tithe and offertory for the church, the ministry, that's the great international ministries. To the guys at the back, the guitar Rasta is Currency behind camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. Emmanuel RPG is the producer of the show. And I also have Gideon Nilamtesin, who is the creative director behind the show. Now, so many issues coming up today, but we are going to talk about them one after the other. Remember that you are part of the show, so always let your comments be read, or better still, let your comment be counted. We need it. Let it come through, and let's do this show together. Now, first of all, I want to read a post Wayne Yortin, who is a music producer, and he also works with Drumline Studio as the CEO. He has posted something online. I want to read it briefly, then we can start our discussion. You are part of the show, so let's do this. Now he wrote, we fast killing our hits. In short, what he wants to say is that, are we hurriedly killing all the hit songs in our music industry or what? Now, let me take my time, read whatever he wrote, and we will surely break it down a little bit for you to understand it. Then we can have some more conversations. He said, pushing songs to trends by making all these moves and dance for it to be a hit is killing our songs faster than allowing it organically grow to gradually to become hit. Because the moment another person's moves overtake yours, no matter how great your song is, trust me, you are off the table, and that's really worrying. I was expecting much higher grounds for songs like Down Flat, KTT, etc. by now to be uncontrollable, but then some Buga moves tell them say make a shift, guys. You can't beat the organic radio and TV promo with TikTok. It's really great, technology is here to stay. But trust me, we still need to reach the ground and stop acting all made. It's when Dance God and some few others teach some girls move to start trending on our artists' behalf. Boobs and boom boom generation, or bomb bomb generation. Okay, it's doing more harm than good, because every now and then musicians are tempted to come with something new when their jams are out of trends. Let's wake up before creativity becomes a competition. God's day. This is coming from music producer Way Your Team, and Way Your Team has actually put this out for a discussion. When I also shared it on my timeline, I've seen various comments coming from here and there. People who are industry folks are all contributing to this particular topic, and almost everybody has a point or two to share. So when we sit like this, we share knowledge, we share insight, we share information, and that is what we are about to do. So Way Your Team is saying this simply. When your song comes, instead of you to allow the traditional media to take the time to make the song land into the hearts and minds of the people, no, lately people don't do that. The moment the song drops, no more kofa dancer be, no I hear trends kakra bi ne asa 1 or 2 bi, ya sakakra de chinya asa from ba ya ne atwo de na to pa ne de fofo na besi o ne ya o kan say o se down flat ne KKT de oh ya mutu ene de Buga ene obia we outing o think say yenyi umbi na yenyi say ye pre ho na technology unya TikTok views na no uya na ye den wa dwen wo ho den or a spot on and I went to me a hitting point in a row. Then quite for couldn't go take a crana. Meet me dada me home. Aha, good. Now meet me dada when I fair monk money. Yes.
That's a very for.
How much also?
Say Way Your Team. Way Your Team view. Now, I think I kind of agree with him a little bit.
Okay.
This observation there, it is something that I actually observed. So when I saw the post, first two your friends and sentences I reading and I knew the direction he was going.
Okay.
In fact, this is not something that is so Rebecca say peculiar to only our space. It is something that is almost becoming universal. Because now the instances of even labels grooming artists, we cannot testify say it is fading away.
Okay.
Hardly would you see any label picking somebody like first now Kobe will say, oh, they pick quote and unquote and nobody to make that person a superstar. You be grooming no, you never fancy when it comes to performances, recordings, even writing near there. Now hardly would you see labels doing that. The only thing they need right now is abandada. Labels now are more into distribution more even than grooming. So when it comes to our music actually going down to the roots as it used to be now, it is something that is becoming universal because at the end of the day, somebody will be here trying to do what we were doing back then, as in the traditional radio and TV promo, no? And all of a sudden, no, internet so the more say, oh, a certain song is trending number 1 here, a certain song is trending number 2 here, a certain song is trending number 3, and it puts lots of pressure on our system.
Okay.
One way that we pressure we afire system no is because we be share idea back one, which is very new. We tend to discard the old stuff.
The old ones, okay.
Instead of maybe trying to figure out a way we can blend the old and the new, movie to the next level, no, we tend to discard the old one. Which is why mostly you go for song listening and album listening and even gatherings, and you hardly see a DJ. Maybe DJs are DJ. Yeah, employing a song be juma night. That is it. But gone were the days when people were doing album listenings and gatherings. Now you see a whole blend, like a cocktail of people. Way waha. Obia anybody from. So I was expecting, so okay, say I'm for fair for album launch now the idea. We see a very good representation of the industry quarters. At least DJ Kakra Wom, if not DJ, at least somebody that can represent the traditional media. But you see, just like Oten said, no, it looks as if most of the focus is going onto the online folks, which is the TikTok and the dances. And mind you, just like a bar near Chemuno, it is the same way dance moves when they mad. dance moves bɛn na ɛma da tiptoe nyinaa ba betwam. But there's one thing that has remained constant with us, and these are the things that keeps even evolving the dance moves and changing them day in day out, and that is the music. But lately we tend to focus more on what is going to make the music a fast food music, which is why we have so many fast food music in our system, because at the end of the day, you know, say yeah, it's me trendy baku mienu pe no we nyani opeso onya. But let's ask ourselves, say, is that what we really want? Because elsewhere they still hold the traditional media high. Yes, the internet is very strong, but still the traditional media.
Today I made some observation. This morning, I think around 6 a.m.
Yeah.
that way, I took my phone and went to Facebook. When I went to my notification, from beginning to end, live. Radio station, you were live, back to back, streaming live. I said, hey. So if Facebook is not there, what would that mean? Will they still consider themselves living, or they will consider themselves dead?
Yes, and you see, this is a space where now the traditional media, no, now they are also trying to find a way to capture those who are also online. Until you going for somebody who has huge following online. Fair enough. Se okofa traditional media so na we intensify with promo or honoma. There's also the likelihood say aside omo form no money internet no money online. You capture them and you also capture the people online as well.
Wrap it up. So you agree with Otin?
So yes, I agree with Otin, but sometimes on the other hand, when it comes to music distribution too, obiane near ope at a particular point at a particular time. Obi wo no man na ompe. Say the person has probably planned a release of maybe back to back to say Shatawale. Onipanes, and he cannot wait for one song to say the music distributors because it takes about 2 or 3 months for a song to mature. On cancer, and probably wants that back to back. Okay, we banner raise and corner the backward to a train. If that is what that our people want, then that is what we are seeing. Other than that, I agree with Otin.
Thank you, Roland Amate. Let me go on to Abbas. Abbas. What may read you, you know?
Sure.
And after reading, what do you have to say?
Brother, I mean, we are in a new era, and there's no deniability about that. I saw what you were saying on your status.
Yeah.
I said, okay, why will I, a traditional radio, go buy camera, buy data, and stream live? Whilst my focus is to close the eyes of the people and let them feel that experience, that listening experience. Why will I do that? Somebody will say, okay, fine, let's give them a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The truth is also that if you don't go that way, the listenership will go. The numbers is huge now, and the number of us competing for that number is also huge. So if I'm not careful, it's just a limited numbers that will come to me. And now people pick on what is trending. Now people really do not care too much about quality. But we that we do music, our first priority is on quality because we are not serving only this market.
Okay.
Don't forget that if you say fast music, maybe it's Ghana that you understand fast music. But America is huge on streaming. And you can't deny that. Nigeria is huge on streaming. And you can't deny that. And it's numbers. You see that these new guys like the Kamedo, the Kweku Frimpong, the Gyakis, they're making the numbers, which the oldies are now struggling. So fair enough, go for 1 or 2 Ghanaian radio. Is that what you want? Or the world number where you can be placed on the algorithm of TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and so forth. I will place my market there.
Okay.
So normally when we meet in such meetings, I always say, let's do mix. Let's do mix and
as a mixed promo.
Mixed promo. So we do new and old.
Yeah.
Even me, I don't go directly and encourage people to go go to traditional media like radio, television, and all those stuff. I say do online and do street. A lot of people forget street. Get to La Paz, get to Nima, get to Medina, get to Kaswa on the street. Provide CD.
Plug the song there.
I'm doing somebody's strategy right now. The first thing I wrote is street. Let's do a CD. Go back to the olden days. Play the records. Let's get a car. Let's do a float in town. Let's get the people one-on-one. Let the artists get to the people. Some people stream
Vibe
your
with
song,
them.
but they don't see you. And I say, those days where the gospel guys were making sense, that's what they do. They move from one church to the other. Move from one ghetto to the
What
other.
is Abba say?
Link up
I
with the
get
people.
I get it.
Link up with the people. And you see,
Shout out
it will
to
be
Brother
different.
Sammy.
You see, the people from the back then, now the ordinary person on the street will call into the radio program, the TV program, requesting your song, which the DJ will be forced to go look for. If he doesn't see it, he will contact you. Then I also said, let's do the mail style, where I go get the mails of various DJs and I email it to them. And I also give the song power. They listen. There are a couple of songs I've shared with some DJs. They now tell me, Charlie, Yambo way, my Yambo way, Yenya way, Yenyensa. All is part of what we've been doing. But you can't tell me when I'm bringing a song now, I shouldn't contact a TikToker. Asantua,
Jacqueline.
Kessie, Jacqueline. Those are the Ghanaian TikTokers. And they are Nigerian TikTokers and they are Francophone TikTokers and Eastern African TikTokers. They are on our list. Like top 10 of Africa. 2 Ghana, 2 this, 2 that, 2 that. They are on the list. And this is budgeted for.
Wow.
Because I want certain number or certain clouds, certain brand value. And I need these people to get me those clouds. What do you want? So me, I don't say, fair, it's your opinion. But it depends on what we want and what you want. We can do phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Some people, by the end of the phase 1, their money finish. Is it my fault that their money finish in phase 1? It's not my fault. So if they can go phase 2, then we go. Then we go phase 3. Even in event, in music plug, you need to even plug events. There are people that they play 10 songs, 20 songs in a year. They don't even play one major plugging event. One event that will put their songs there. A lot of the event that Kamido is doing lately is plug events. Like the Ghana Music Award, the Nigeria Music, whatever, the YouTube African Day, all are plug events. These are...
Remember, George Britton even said that one of them, he did not even charge before the performance. He only agreed to perform, and after, he still got something.
Yeah, so why will I charge? Something that will give me value. Now, you need to also... what we need at the end of the day that will give us the money is also the content. The music is ours. The video that everybody will post everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. If Brasami posts it, the money still comes to us. So why do I struggle over it?
So Otin's fear is that the moment we all start doing this, and then somebody brings, and we stop this, but then it means your song is dead.
No. It's the one
now in the system. I believe you would agree with me that even on radio, now it's hard to even listen to radio. Like around town, maybe the playlist around us. Are we hearing more Kwaku Frimpong?
No, Brasami.
Obviously, we are hearing more of Buga.
No.
Yes, so you got the numbers on TikTok. It is true. Someone posted he got 50k views. He used your song. It is your song. The video is in your name, one way or the other. But if we are still moving forward to get something to Banga, will yours be considered?
Yes, mine also will be considered.
Because yours is you've already acquired the numbers and it's there.
Brasami, those days too, we have DJs that play your song for a period. They don't play it forever. They re-rotate it. That's why we do top 10 and top 5 and top whatever. Will one DJ play one song or 10 type of song throughout the year or throughout the month? No. Obi there to me Ben and a botchen with the DJs need now so. There are certain DJs that drop the hits. You need to come to Sammy Flesh Show on xylophone. You need to come to Sammy Flesh Show on Plus for your song to be what? To be released. To be heard, and certain DJs drop their song and it's picked everywhere. Now the truth is that is the TikTok and the Instagram and so forth that drop the song for you to pick, and that's just a first point. Fair enough. Others may talk as producers, as presenters, as DJs, as music frontliners. I won't speak as such. I speak as a music salesman and as a music marketer. I'm telling you, to introduce Kwaku Frimpong to you, that's the first call. Now Kwaku Frimpong will do a dance on a performance stage that reconnects with you. Kwaku Frimpong's video will pop up somewhere. The dance will reconnect with you. Whilst that is gone, you can go now and check the streaming numbers. It doesn't mean that when Buga is going, it doesn't come. And a DJ can still play Kwaku Frimpong now. That doesn't mean he has gone. So if you notice, Stonebwoy did something after the road to Alonga or something. Alonga Junction. It's still a year after. He still brought a plan
videos, yeah,
to reactivate that music. So in music business or in music sales or marketing, you don't elapse because it's a brand that you can what? You can reactivate.
Yeah.
And there's important we all need to note that there are always new market for this music. Buga took trend in Nigeria for some time. It took trend in London for some time. It's now taking trend here. It's not that they are positioning very well. You are aware that the gentleman is coming to Ghana and a couple of things.
Yeah.
So they need to solidify the ground. So when he comes, it makes sense. When he was going to London, they did that in London and it makes sense. When he was starting in Nigeria,
had some beautiful show in London.
Solid. So if Buga is making sense now and the next 1 month, 2 months it comes, he solidified it. That become an activation event for him. But in your head, you may think he charged for it. Maybe he's doing it for his brand.
Okay, well said. And I like Abbas's breakdown, a typical music marketing breakdown. I enjoyed it though. So according to Abbas, his first consideration for music promo is the streets. Streets. Wow. Streets. With the street. Okay. What are you adding?
Well, I understand Otin's worry, but I don't entirely agree with him. Because even if we should turn the post, like change it to, let's say, the new media as against the old media. If you want to depend on the new media now, the old media now, which is the traditional media, the new media can still kill your hits.
Okay.
In the sense that a song can still trend on TikTok or Facebook and it will kill the hit that is on rotation. I don't think that it entirely kills hits like that, because if, let's say, right now you go on, let's say, some DJ's playlist and you still see KTT in there. In as much as Buga is on TikTok everywhere, when you go on playlist, certain DJ's playlist, you still find certain song that you see Down Flat, you see a Sugarcane, you see KTT, you see all of them. You understand? So it is not like because Buga is trending, Buga has killed all the hit songs. That if you say that, it means that at every point in time we have just a single hit song, which is not true. It is not true. If you go to parties, they can play more than 50 hit songs. If you go to the club, they can play more than 50 hit songs. Just that at every point in time, you have a certain fire trending song that everybody is doing something with. Because of TikTok, every day be out so na ojane camera anymore. Or person ye be creativity. And then be na vibe na what say or the. So yes, they will use those songs to do a lot of challenges, a lot of acts. So you think that okay, maybe they say they because they are not using KTT, it means that they've killed KTT. No, I don't see it like that. I mean, it's part of promotion. If the person is lucky and he has a good product and organically people are just jumping onto it, I mean, it's a plus for the person. But if maybe you have the money too and you want to, let's say, engage influencers and that will also work for you, that is the business, the kind of business we are doing now.
Okay.
So you just have to, if you have to invest in there, to invest in there. We shouldn't make it look like, yes, right now I will admit that we have disposable songs. You just listen to it.
Some 1 month, 2 months.
1 month be end.
It's gone.
It's gone. And even that, you see that when you get to gatherings, events and all of that, when they play those same songs, you jump to it, you enjoy it. What the best party. So it is not entirely like the way he wants to put it, like because Buga is trending, it has killed KTT, it has killed Sugarcane, it has killed. What can become? I want a song that has to tear Sugarcane. Wants a song that has to tear Down Flat.
No, because those songs
people,
make sense.
What maybe Otin missed is the fact that apart from DJs and all those presenters and right now we are in an era where individual people have their own playlist.
Yeah, that one is true.
They have their own playlist. Like me Martin will become Mufi to Kumasi at the back. The kind of playlist or Mufi Audio Max. Some of the song crowds. But there are songs that even say, Charlie, he's jamming to
songs.
any day.
And you know the streaming sites are also doing playlists.
Yes.
For artists.
So I think that Otin should consider the fact that if you have the money and you invest, and let's say TikTok influencers help you to get that activation, it will add your song to a certain playlist, which will be a win for the artist. And yes, we should, I will agree with Roland, we should do both the traditional media and the new media. Let's find a way, put them together to do our promotions and all of that. But let's not make it look like we like a ye and you feel cry. No. I did back when I make a sound called Timber in the post in the fact that I think the powers with traditional media are deliberately being taken away. That is how I see it. Especially, I'm saying this because of the award schemes. Most of these award schemes talks about science and data, and they center mostly on YouTube streams. What is his number on Boomplay, Spotify? Look at this guy has 2 million views on YouTube. This guy have this on that. So you are limiting the whole promotion system, any industry, maybe to just science and data on the internet. The other day I went to ATV when we were discussing, we were looking at some of the songs that, let's say, first 10 songs in Accra on radio airplay as against Apple Music. And I was just asking them that, see, you have breakdowns for Apple Music, but do you have breakdowns for the radio airplay? No, you don't have, because you just assume that because this song is trending on Apple Music, the traditional media also automatically puts it on rotation. It is never true. It is never true. Yes, you will get some of the songs that like automatically but then online and automatic hits on traditional media.
And I mean, you see, this is where Rexoma sometimes he no. Because you see our traditional media under normal circumstances, it's not as if they don't know they are rich. They know. And when they play songs, there's supposed to be a login system. Mobile login. So that is they are not doing it. So that is where our award schemes need to charge on them. Aside accumulating the numbers on social.
It's not the award scheme.
No, I mean when you are looking for data. When you are looking for data, aside accumulating the one online, there is supposed to be the traditional login system now.
Yes.
When you say, radio station, say, and Kabeko Gamora, they should be able to give me that kind of data.
Know how they can get it? It's a failed demand on the traditional media, because let's say 3 music awards. If 3 music awards knows for a fact that Joy FM or multimedia can provide them with data, like songs played, data from January to December, they will always be dealing with Joy multimedia, and they will mention them. Yeah. So the other radio stations will feel like, no, we are being left behind because they are using the data of multimedia only. So now let's also start to do something and make them feel like, okay, we also have the data here, login system here, where we also make sure we log whatever songs that we play. So tomorrow it will be a data from multimedia to, let's say, City News and City FM to Despite to then we are getting somewhere. But if we leave everything to the numbers on Spotify and all of that, indirectly, then we are wiping the traditional.
This is a serious point, and in our next award board meeting, I'm sure I'm going to break this down, because now everybody is looking for the verifiable information. Yeah. So if they can't verify, you are not needed. Yes.
What I just want to tell the old school people who think old school need to realize that numbers are very important to all of us that are doing music business. So if you are killing yourself, we are not killing you. How many producers can tell where their music have been played in this Ghana? And radios currently, if you don't go Facebook Live, you don't add YouTube and all those stuff, you don't go beyond even Accra. Yeah. You get it? Yeah. So do you want me, that is a trendy, a new marketer, as a seller of a music, to rely on something that cannot give me money and that cannot give me data? If nothing at all, YouTube, TikTok and go on, when the algorithm meet at a point, I know I'll get something.
Okay. We can only end it on this note. Interesting conversation though. Something started by Way Yotin, who is a music producer, telling us that yes, to come up with a dance move is good for your song, but then what is the sustenance plan? He thinks that right after the dance, from by say I need I
don't think it kills hit. I think I would describe it as, it makes the songs very disposable. Just like
if the song is disposed, is it not dead?
No, it is. No,
the entire analogy is not it. That's the truth.
No, but there are hit songs that are even way back 10, 15 years ago that are still hits. If you play it, you will enjoy it.
No, that's if you play it. That is not on the trending list.
Okay, that doesn't mean it's not in a similar discussion.
So the hit is not dead.
In a related topic.
Analogy
I beg, your microphones are active. In a related discussion, Blakk Rasta is also in the news, and Blakk Rasta is saying something similar to what we just discussed. He had an interview with Attractive Mustafa on attractivemustafa.com, and in Blakk Rasta's words, he thinks in Ghana, our music industry is interested in hype than in talent. So instead of us to raise artists who have talent, make sure they get to the top, nah, we are interested in just the hype. We meet some small boy, we give him hype, yeah. 2 days, 3 months, he's gone. We meet some young girl, yeah. 2 days, 3 months, he's gone. Is it true that our industry encourages hype more than talent? He actually mentioned 2 artists, Gyakie and Blakk Sheriff. Listen to Blakk Rasta, Rotical, and when I come back, we will sure continue with the conversation.
Hey, Gyakie. Where is Gyakie right now? Hey, Gyakie. Where is Gyakie right now? They have buried Gyakie.
Ooh.
Where is Gyakie? Are you hearing about Gyakie?
Out of the system?
You are an entertainment writer.
I'm asking you.
Look at the hype that they gave Gyakie.
But you won't remain at the top forever.
Jesus. No, forever. The forever you are talking about is 20 years, 30 years. You can't come within 2 years and you are already floundering, going away. No, I love Gyakie. We went to the same school, Tiamada Secondary School. I'm told I like her, I love her, but I'm just talking about the attitudes of it. Doesn't mean Gyakie is not good, but Ghanaians force the fruits to ripe. The guy is just coming. Then they start comparing this unripe fruit to legendary fruits and force them to. Quick with a traveler. Came out recently. Bang, 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 with a traveler. And you never fuck up, raise up your hand in the air. And I said, oh, Ghana, I wish they would give this brethren the time to mature and come out properly. They are full of talent.
Is Blakk Sheriff not mature?
This guy is just coming into the business. You understand? Give him, if Blakk.
That was the Rotical Blakk Rasta. One fine guy like that, though he calls himself a traditional media guy. The moment he operates his Black Empire Media, which is a YouTube channel where he does his Black Pots every weekday. I think he streams live at 4 p.m. Talks about trendy current affairs or political issues in Ghana. And then I think next month, next week rather. That's what I wanted to say. Next week, he is starting his radio show on Class 91.3. So if you also want to listen to him on radio or you want to watch him on YouTube, he has given you the options. Go ahead and enjoy it some more. So Dana Reagan, because this looks like beefy. This looks kind of beefy. Blakk Rasta thinks in Ghana, interested in hype than in talent. And now, boy, artists me anything. Now, meaning say, yen artists need to enchain yen can some no, and now yen artists need chance in na yen can.
I'm an energy.
It's also how
I'm struggling to agree with the argument because of the way I'm a person I cancel. Because if me our schemes in the I've always been saying the way popular votes, vote in the it will definitely make some people who are not real talents overshadow some people who are real talents.
Where's your definition?
You understand? It will definitely, because it creates an environment where the one with financial powers will rule. Whether the person is talented or not, if he has the financial powers, especially when the public voting has a greater percentage. If you have the money, you will rule, whether you are the talented one or you are the real person or whatever. Really. All you need is to put in the money. But if they bar to say or boy, I mean, I can't sit here and say Gyakie is not a talent. I can't sit here and say Black Sheriff is not a talent. Maybe he was trying to make a point for us to allow the two talents to grow like at a steady pace with their craft, like kakra, not gidi say more pressure. Hey, they say we winning award we crown to me we those kind of petty pressure here them artists. Then trying to compare them to certain people who have been in the industry for like a decade. They no one and I will cry or chance there and I will cry say British Atawale and I say no. I mean, and how no day meeting and I say we shouldn't rush in
and encourage them.
Yeah, and be putting them with Shatawale, Stoneboy, and I mean, we should allow them to grow. Yes, they might be winning and getting certain bigger numbers than a certain Shatawale song, a certain Sarkodie song. But if you take Sarkodie, Stoneboy, or Shatawale's decade achievements, and then Yamanyama be a one human career man, untimi fa Black Sheriff to tom, untimi fa Gyakie Ember to tom. It is a sir, straight away comparison now. It only gives the person some sort of pressure to do like Sarkodie, to do like Shatawale. And the whole one share as any panel. The near and quiet the answer one taking the decisions right and then waiting you along the line. It was say job now more talents, kakra push there was somewhere products also more the 12 thing. We are supporting them, it is growing, then they will grow to become the 40 years P kind of artists now.
That we are looking
that we are looking for. But for us to rush and be making certain hype and all kind of say. Sometimes the way we exaggerate and put these people, the kind of, especially some writers that I know, the way the kind of adjectives they will be using,
headline.
So it makes the thing feel like quite we cry 2 years per one industry. Oh, the achievements, man. Maybe we can only album.
Yeah.
Maybe only album. And the other day we were here and I made argument. We say for us to consider somebody as an A-list artist, Nipano say see in this standard na yen set. Say Nipano at least a minimum of 3 or 5 albums you should have before we can consider you. And okay, yes albums like successful albums,
solid ones.
And some they be consider so also A-list. And yes say be album show be why successful or hit song back into no A-list artist. No. Yes, I cry and cause I belittle your standards. There are no proper hard standards the artists can mark themselves with. So yes, Black Rasta might have a point, but to some extent, he said the name can't worse. A honomo de meet me and I say, a honomo de loose no oko. They lose. And to say, you're studio now recording and they are recording when you want in a bachelor baby, our warning on the numbers that you'll be getting, those that are following you to shows and all of that. Into yes, hype new, but the hype is also not entirely bad. Because me sure say Black Rasta and Kazangas. I mean, nyom Tonga, me de pa. And a Bakubi, and so release Bakubi. I'm a piano no. Real fit title. Me de pa. They are all in my playlist. I play it. But the thing is that some of the babies I didn't see a hype and they were KTT on the bean. So maybe I don't know who to say, they didn't have my 4 years. Now, what between 2 years, but now, but Entessa. Obeti me say Black Lady base me say release another banger. No, some of be young did I had to send the first time. So we the first time go for you did.
Yeah.
Second time go for you did.
Yeah.
Kate it in your go for you did. On a remixing, people were making noise. So as for the hype there, yes, a bar, sumu, but who artist na kasa na me too for say started and do compare obia we did 10 years in the industry. Know how to play your cards. Okay. Because once we been
a better
artists be ba no kete. Ba benya one hit pe na ye de ne ba beto. Ye de ne to at that time. One she ya bia na we went me engine at the ompeni for home sese no me o ma wi o ma dwemu na o mutimi egina no. Eye enye easy sa ma o mo fa na trasa.
Okay, thank you, Big Nation President Nana Reagan. Abbas, come through on this one. Blakk Rasta said Ghana for more hype, more than looking for real talent. I think hype near there. I said, where is Gyakie? Where is Blakk saying they have been buried?
Oh, wow. That's on me.
Yeah.
I just want to say this clearly. We are in a new era of music business. It is a business. It has always been. No. It has always been. What?
No, now there is a new era attached to the business.
No, yeah, there's a new era attached to the business.
No.
I can't survive on your passion. No. Me and my family can't survive on you are talented. We've been surviving on that and we almost die. And the kind of economy we are in, if you want to survive on, say, where you're talented, and now when you're talented, I don't have time now to go and sit at Create Music, sit at Create Lounge, listen to 5 people, then say, oh, wait, you make groom the next 5 years. Sure. Time in the hot. Dollar no increase. TikTokers ni air movie. People are moving. If Blakk Rasta call me, you, and other people sit us down right now. Ni nyumuno ampia wan on fambe 2 years here. No kase we ni. Na me ntro budget bin to sika ni ntro budget bin onu an be shock ni say na onu Blakk Rasta no ye be sani dim Blakk Rasta no ye be hype no ama nkofo kra mo tanu kra awon say hey na Blakk Rasta bi kra wo me fie nchen kra no hey no ye guy that's me that time na ye nyum ni say akwa we talented ye ni na fa so mo ye yi a ye ni na ye yi no enya bi mu oye yi a oye onu nkwa yi ti ye ni na asesi anu wo ye ye na me sure say me ye die nam hu I'm certain of me ye die yenche mana o free TikTok abi so si a
o yenche mana
brother no free TikTok abi so na nko for me so si a na o free baby I was say on free nyama I was say wonye for music to blow obi anka just oh na bas me do wo at time grant now better come mo fan chel say omudo into your course no free so we can't ride on it and who know say na wo wa bonyum and I say na sound wo with team ejiji wo with team eye wo de wo ni producer any one call for me no 3B and jiji wo me team sir because at the end of the day I ask myself to what end. That is one of the first thing I want those old schools or those way of people who are thinking should be thinking. For example, if I bring a music to Blakk Rasta, it's a reggae dancehall music. Before Blakk Rasta will pick it, I will first of all say, before I will take a music to Blakk Rasta, I want to identify what Blakk Rasta wants. And I'll say, you want quality. Inti muma yembo nyumune say, you born a reggae say, Blakk Rasta obede, obebo. Now me the Blakk Rasta, na Blakk Rasta boy. Me na my calculation ye. Inti say me G $200 for Blakk Rasta playing, and I sit on the money. I've do my correct. Because a useless song at Blakk Rasta on your day. Humble. So I've worked. Do you get it?
Yeah.
The other thing I also want him to understand is that the new crop of talents who are they are on their foot. Your talk is in Germany playing live band.
Yeah.
You can't say he's not talented.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And
the other day I did a video praising him big time on that.
And I'm telling people who think they are talented. Because I've worked with people who think they are talented. When you say, hey, do you know how creative I am? When you say, me creative, me na me dream. Na me say, ana me then. Nti me jaw ma won kwa won dream. Me jaw na wo dream no wa brabo e te sen. Do you get it? Because we kasa any kwa me tina o ka chere me dream ho. You get it? We sit here, yeah dream o.
Yeah.
and we talk to or not to. So I won't sit here, read a lot, come and talk so that you, only you. No, what about me? At what end? Brasami, what I'm saying is that I'm talking in quotes, but those who understand now that it's a business, before I move an inch to step out, I ask myself, so me, that I'm going out, what is my interest?
What is in it for me?
What is in it for me?
In marketing, we call it wifing.
You get it? So if yours is your talent, now I can look. There are people that I sell Kweku to, which he doesn't know. Although he has not me bad, but when I pick call and people call me, they are still asking for Kweku Fengon. Brother, is it in my interest to tell them, it's not my interest. Oh, Charlie, I'm going to talk to them. Far away, bra. I'm going to talk to them. Far away, bra. Because that's what everybody wants.
So if people take the consultation.
Share, I won't. Now we are proud because of Brasami.
Yeah.
Brasami to you. Your friend saying. And beef nation to you. Obi am friend Brasami na me pe. And na Brasami so me call na wa hwe maso. Nti asa na me kwa gya sutro no. That's all. No matter how difficult it is. No matter how difficult it is. This is the process we need to go through because so we say is demand and supply. And the people have made themselves that before they step out with any product, because me, Oba me hona, artists we me pen me don't okay and coffee, UK for to me by US for your mama baby. Me can't carry straightforward. Charlie, so this and this and this are the criteria you need to meet. If you don't meet it, don't even let us start.
So people are paying for the hype.
Yeah.
You have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay, Roland will speak finally on this. He is also managing artist. So
the consultation.
Let's see how it goes. Yes, sure.
I'm on for cashew.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Brasami. Well, you started this whole conversation as some American say, and here space in fact, the world is moving away gradually from grooming talent, and it is becoming scary by the day. In fact, the Black Rasta kind one, I think. He has a point too, but the examples now use here to just posing a point. No? That is, and on a menene drink crack. Other than that, you see Abbas's explanation, and one a Black Rasta kind. Now the music marketers now don't want to go through the pain of even grooming talent. They say nanka yoko tu. Obi be ram na donko mu akotu gold ay ho ayefi na wan start taking pain e dey polish no. Now people don't have time for that too. Now omunyina why ready for somebody to dig, take polish and bring it for them to go and sell. That is it. That is where the space has gotten to now. And for you to be able to sell and sell well, it has to do with hype. It has to do with who has the biggest mouth or the loudest mouth. And that is what we are seeing. It is not only with our space. It is worldwide. It is worldwide. Last time Maccasio said, sir, dancing challenge be a buy give me that no bia koto. It was Beyonce's song. People didn't know. Missy me omo unkofo no mo dey challenge me so be say we want a boy. No see minimum me TikTok. No, ye be keke. It has to do with who has the loudest mouth. And now, that is what is putting food on people's table. Yes, you may be, me, I am concerned like as him when it comes to us gradually wiping like pure talent out of the system. But the reality is that is what is putting food on people's table. And if you want to go the usual way of going through the mill of struggling, polishing, and now selling, it will take time. And in our current state now, people don't have that luxury. A man for needs a luxury, ne cry. And you see, I partly agree with him. You see, it brings me to what Kwabna said recently in an interview. He said, now in our space, we seem to even use, because of that, you use our pressure and they are too young acts no more banner. So now an artist gets a hit and we expect the artist to perform like Sarkodie. we expect the artist to perform like Burna Boy.
Like Kwabna said in recent times.
Yes. The artist gets a hit and automatically we imagine say the next performance all bad here. He has to come from the sky. That is what happened to Blakk Sherif on VGMA stage. That is what happened to him.
The expectation.
Because look at the standard that was set when it comes to performances. His first major performance was off the roof. So now, if Blakk Sherif has another hit song, now be Gina stage so now the expectation has skyrocketed you, and he has to live to it. And people would forget the technicalities when it comes to the breath control, the movements, the antics on stage, the way Otimi engaging crowd near the singing ability. People are now going to forget about that too, and rather be anticipating hype no the ebebano, which is becoming scary by the day. Because at the end of the day, and I like the way some men cast of money now, but some of the new crop of artists tangents don't we taking the likes of Yautog, Blakk Sherif, Kwiku Darlington, Kwiku Flake. Those guys like
Amrado and Co.
Yes, they know only shortcomings. They know their shortcomings, and they seem to have noticed the danger early. And this is the thing that is separating them from peers. Because at the end of the day, aside the hate, what is going to sustain you for a long time, which people don't seem to care now, is grooming. And you have to do it, like painfully, you have to do it by yourself.
Exactly.
Now the artists, instead of them depending on people to help them groom themselves, they now have to take the pain and codedly groom themselves. Because because you have hype, until you be hype in each year, know that oh yes, so what will make the difference is about you finding a purpose, which is grooming yourself. Which is why somebody like Yautog, he has one of the biggest songs in the system, or breaking records with the song. SATB. But the guy has taken the pain to go through grooming now as young as he is. Because when you say maybe no, the hate will not be there for him. The only thing that will make him relevant, just like the only thing that is making somebody like Sammy relevant now, is his performances.
Yeah,
and the fact that he's been able to groom himself to that standard. So with what Blakk Rasta is saying, I partly agree with him. By examples, artists no use here. And then I differ kakra, because the Inkofono use here is not because like he was just trying to make that example of Shewemo hype, no. Neshe, that is what I'm talking. Like just for us to see the caliber of hype. Yes, hype no all kind. Other than that, I feel that these artists are doing something right, because Gyakie they there. In fact, I was even preview to some rehearsals be and saying, because Maccasio says you'll be releasing the EP or the album on the 10th, and the kind of rehearsals I get on
Gyakie.
Yes, the kind of rehearsals I get on So this can clearly show you, say maybe you might not hear from her say after the hit song, you know. As I want to check with free space. It is because she is at the background grooming. Yes, she's working. Saying Opia, the expectation now for what with the hype now win yano. Yes,
because Gyakie, for instance, has been accused for not being one of the best performers, despite the fact that she has some good songs.
Yes.
Yeah, I've also heard that.
Yes, you're about no be shaking it. Perfect. Yes, I agree with Blakk Rasta when he says that. Like I feel with him, because our talents are gradually fading out. Okay. But on the other hand, Charlie, they be need to amount for be table so it's okay.
Okay. deeper insight from my people. Abbas at the extreme end, Nana Reagan in the middle, and Roland Amate also very close to me as we do Showbiz Daily. Now, as you watch this, feel free and be part of the conversation. And in case you just joined us for the first time, we do this every weekday between the hours of 8:30 p.m. GMT. And wherever you are, you can also be watching this. Now, the show is followed by all over the world. People from different quarters reaching us with their comments and contribution and more. So go under the comment section and drop yours too. I am about introducing my next topic, but before I do that, since Abbas is talking about digital marketing, now I don't need to open a shop, pay rent, pay electricity bill for the shop, and pay another one for your house, water bill for the shop, water bill for the house. Charlie, the headache in that thing. You pay here.
Rasta, man.
The money is not they come. So in simple words, just get an office online. Like that is how simple it means. Get an office. Get an office.
Electricity bill.
That one no water bill, electricity bill. Yeah, you don't pay the rent for the landlady. And you can't invest house. And you're there forever. The time will catch. So just get your online office and start working. But there is this company that can help you, coach you, groom you, give you all the training that you need before you can do that. They are called maymarriage.com. Maymarriage.com. That is www.maymarriage.com. Just log on now and go create your own life there. Be your own boss. Be your own CEO. Go through mentorship, some training, coaching, and you are going to earn money out of this. As they teach you, they also show you ways that you can start making money from this. So go and log on now, www.maymarriage.com. Do it today and start making some money, because I want you to make money. The more money you make, I'm sure, especially those who live in Ghana, you can still get some data to watch us. To our people abroad, the data and their problems are, so they are fine, they are sorted. But in Ghana, if you make money, you are going to be fine. Now, moving on to the next topic. Young musician from the northern region, Maccasio, is on an agenda. And the agenda, I don't know whether it is a positive agenda or a negative agenda. And I know that Naro will love this topic, because this is what he has been preaching all the time. That talk about your issues. Don't keep it within you. Let's jaw and move on. Maccasio, some years ago, saw a young boy in Tamale, raised him up, made sure the boy became a star. Now, among all the people who have filled the Tamale Sports Stadium to the brim, if you are mentioning the names, you cannot take away the name of that young boy. His name is Fadlan. I've interviewed him before. One intelligent, smart boy, and all that. In the middle of his growth, he found love in, let me mention it. He found love in Fancy Gadam, who is also an opposite star or an opponent star of Maccasio. Now the problem is that Maccasio is not happy, and he did not hide. Like he said, "Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm hurt because he said when you were nobody, when nobody saw you, he saw the need to bring you up. Now you are up and you are rolling with the people who don't want me to win." Maccasio says if he will continue like that, then it means the friendship ting yamutu. And I want us to discuss this, that is Maccasio fighting a good fight, or maybe he's pushing the boy to even do something evil. As a matter of fact, he hasn't said the boy should go and attack Fancy Gadam or insult him. He's only saying that, bro, when you knew, but then you see that thing happens in life. Like that guy who did not see you, who did not consider you, today he's seeing the need to roll with you. And Maccasio is not happy. He's mentioning it in an interview. I want to get the opinion of my people that, do they agree with Maccasio's call, or they think the call is Charlie some way? Allow the boy, let him flow, let him just be. According to Maccasio, until Fadlan comes back to him, as he comes home to sit with him, and maybe tell him that Charlie is here there, and my Fancy Gadam relationship be anyone on any party. And a big case, and this is sensitive up there. Let's watch the video. We met him during the Frank Naro's music video premiere in somewhere East Legon. We had a beautiful conversation. Full video is on this platform, Sammy Flex TV, for you to enjoy. Watch this when I come back. We will talk more.
The last time he was on my show, Fadlan was on my show, and I asked about him and you, and he said, let me get it right. He said, like you are his father.
Yeah, man.
But maybe because he vibes with Fancy more, now connect with you and him is not very tight.
Yeah, that one there, you know, it won't be tight, because if Maccasio is your boy, understand, and there's someone out there you are not in good terms with him, and you see me working with that person, you know, honestly, like I will not feel happy, because they were there. What, nobody helped you. They saw the talent, but nobody helped you. And I supported you, and now you gain grounds, and you are working with my enemies. You understand? If it was him, he wouldn't be happy.
Yeah.
You understand? But it's normal.
Have you told him that?
Oh, he's
if you want to move with me, then you should follow these rules. Have you told him that?
He's big enough.
He's big enough.
Yes. You know, the thing is, the people.
Because it looks like he's worried. He's worried.
Yeah, I know. And me myself, no, I like that boy. Honestly, I like that boy. Even
in fact, he told me you've done a lot for him.
Yeah.
But because this is how he said, because you are his father, there are some things he cannot do with you. Yeah. But he can do with the other guy who is not like...
No. Plus, I mean, we be street boys, so anything you can do with me, like, you understand? You know, he did a show at the Buga Arena. That one, it didn't go well.
Yeah, he knows.
It didn't go well, and I was not happy, because, you know, the northern fan base in Accra, like 69, like you know that we have the numbers.
Yeah.
If I was on his program, if I was on the show and I updated that I will perform at the Buga Arena, but even if all the fans were not coming, but he would have gotten some from my side. You understand? So I don't know why he didn't put me on the show, because he's rolling with Fancy, and he put Fancy in it. So are you telling me that are we fighting? You had a show at the Buga and you didn't put me on your show.
He did not even invite you?
He didn't even invite me.
But he invited Fancy.
And Fancy was there when you were struggling. You understand? And they never helped you. Right now you are making it. You are rolling with people who don't want me to win, because Fancy will not want me to be bigger than him.
Yeah.
That's the fact.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you don't need to support someone who doesn't want me to be bigger. So honestly speaking, but he's still my boy. I'm
so call him home, since he's still your boy. Call him home, sit him down like we are seated now. And speak some wisdom into his head.
After that show at the Buga Arena, I told his guys that they need to come so that we'll sit and talk, because honestly I was not happy with what I saw, because if he's making it like,
yeah, you'll be proud.
Yes, and people will be praising me. Oh my God, so this is what you've done for us. And if he's failing,
and he sees you like the Godfather figure, and he said it.
Yeah, and if he's failing, I'm also failing, because that bad name too comes back to me too. I want to see him win big, maybe bigger than us. So honestly, like I just hope that they will watch this interview and they'll correct their mistakes. Yeah, because I'm just ready to support the boy any day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what? Let me get it right. You don't want him to roll with Fancy Dems?
Oh no. He's big enough. He can do whatever he wants. But like, you know, sometimes the way things, he has past comments like, some time ago I saw his video, and it was because he did a song with Fancy. He was telling that he's going to build Fancy statue in Tamale.
He's going to build a statue for Fancy.
Yeah, he was praising him. But what I've done for him is way bigger than what this boy did for him.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's like he just forgot what I've done for him, like, you know, and it hurts me. It hurts me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What should he do for you to forgive him?
Oh, he just need to call me.
He just needs to call you.
Yeah, man. He just needs to call me. That's it.
Fadlan, you know what to do. You are my guy. You know what to do. You need to do this, because when you came to me, you told me you were not too happy about it. So you have to do this call.
Yeah,
I see. You are my guy. You know what to do. You need to do this, because when you came to me, you told me you were not too happy about it. So you have to do this call.
Yeah,
I see.
Richie too.
Okay. Maccasio. Maccasio is a very hard guy. And I love the fact that Maccasio did not hide any of his feelings, decided to go all out and speak about this. And that is what I want. We want reality talk. And I want Roland to start this. Ro, you have met both artists before. You have been talking to them at least sometimes. Yeah. What do you think about what Maccasio is saying?
I share his sentiment. Like, I understand him at the point. You know, their rivalry, the rivalry between Fancy and Maccasio, people would think it is just like ABR, two brothers that ABR no. It is actually serious than we think.
Okay.
It is actually serious than we think, because yes, we may see them not to be like huge, but actually when you ask them, they can tell you, say, you may be about 20 towns away, but you are closer to him than you think. Because they know, they seem to know everybody and their roots. So to them, when you do something that hurts another person, it is personal for them. And they don't do those, okay, my phone a frail kind of relationship. They still do the old and traditional way of dealing with people. Without phone, no, how you respect Adia. Oh, back out, Adia won't even country any partner say wish you and you don't say it on phone. Which is why he even brought the conversation of a new money fancy year your castle sister to you, man. Because he knows
that he said it on base 1 TV many times. And
you see, Maccasio knows that when Fadlan comes to him, he cannot come and tell him his sister to your man fancy gather. He can't. No matter the status with Russia and whatever he has achieved right now, he cannot go and sit in front of Maccasio and tell him that I am going to build. It is not bad. Maybe he knows his relationship with Fancy Gather. But then, to Maccasio and the relationship he has with Fadlan, he knows only Fadlan, only himself, Fadlan cannot go and sit in front of him and say, "My sister to Yama Fancy." And I like how real he's been with the whole situation. In fact, when I heard Fadlan also speak on the same issue, I was very impressed that these are people that are holding, and you see, it is just some small wavy sentiment being a woman and yes, something big, but it can escalate. If you hear when you say, "Oh, yes, Maccasio may start Yama Fancy in Tina Obufu," like on the surface, on the lighter note, but it is not as easy as we are seeing it. This is something that has to do with somebody's heart, and those people are the North. When they are loving, they go all out.
Yeah.
They go all out. So when they are hurting, you should know the level of pain.
They hurt all out too.
Like they go through. So I think this is a wake-up call for Fadlan. I don't think he has done anything wrong. And Maccasio, yes, is just being a little emotional, but it will not take anything away from Fadlan to go and say that. In fact, if we are even looking for somebody to bridge these two, it is young Fadlan that can do that. And he seemed to have the kind of the star or the shine to pull this out. Because this is somebody that has been able to, like, he is cool with the opposite sides. He goes here and he's okay. He goes there and he's okay. And in fact, when you even check his fan base, it is a blend of these two. When you even check his fan base, it is a blend of these two. Because the last show he did at the Bukom Square Arena, there was one chief I remember who I heard is a huge fan of Maccasio, but came to support Fadlan. And he, after even putting Fancy Gadam on the same show, he also had people from the back of Fancy Gadam to come and support. So this clearly shows that Nenai has. And for the North to be united, it is dependent on that young guy. So I like how Maccasio has been real about the whole issue. But man who say, "Enya dia obeka say oh on time boy no on time." But the real deal of Onipa Amabuao, where I feel say you need to show me some level of respect at a point. That is what Maccasio is demanding. Maccasio is not demanding Fadlan to come and give him money or come and do anything for him. But just sir in his respect, just fans in kitten or binya or because here people are mentioning your name to him. and he wants you to do that. Yes, you go on interview, you mention, you say it out loud, say, I don't know what boy, but he wants that closure. At least, man, Ben would say, na obey other people. He's not saying you going to fancy gathering and you're wrong. No, you are an artist, and in fact, you are growing. Maybe you can stand on your own and make your own decisions.
So now Maccasio feels like
Fadlan
has sold his loyalty to him.
Exactly. That is what he feels. But as a father, he still has the boy at heart. He just needs the boy to come around. And yes, you know here.
Oh, who said boy no want to come? That boy is another camp. So would you also say that Fadlan is becoming stubborn, disobedient?
No,
because Fadlan knows Maccasio is not happy with his friendship with Maccasio.
I wouldn't say so.
You wouldn't say what?
I wouldn't say Fadlan is being stubborn.
Okay.
Because he also has his own issues that he's dealing with. Yes, you may be the father, you may be your demands, and the boy has not disrespected you in any way. Let's put that on record. He has not disrespected Maccasio openly in any way.
Not yet.
For him to say he is going to build a statue for Fancy Gadam is not a disrespect to Maccasio.
It is.
What say it is?
Yes.
Well, that is how you see it. But me part say, if you are man to man, you may know on disrespecting in any way. The only thing he owes Maccasio is the loyalty and appreciation. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Well said. Roland Amate. Abbas, talk to your people and let's see. I know this story is going straight up north, and they have been watching Sammy Flex TV a lot as well.
That's bad to everybody. It's a family thing.
The key word is loyalty.
It's a family thing. Anytime I see Fadlan, what I see is unity. What I see is what it needs to have in his own slave is wisdom. And I think I'll start praying for that for him. Me, I'm not looking at the artist as in person, but I'm looking at the blocks behind those two artists. You don't want to be a factor that will mix those two blocks and get it wrong. It's not just about the north. It's even here, and it's in every Zongo. You get it? I love Maccasio. I love Fancy Gadam, and I enjoy both. But whenever I see Fadlan, I see a mixture of both. And I'm happy. I'm happy because I feel like there's somebody that can hold it from the north to the south. And if you watch, he's tracing their footsteps. And both can comfortably say now that is their child. At the time the mother is impregnated or has the child in the womb and do whatever and breastfeed, even if you have a wayward father who have left and comes back for the child, it's still the father. It's just a child who is very smart enough to know that my father and my mother, they are no more lovers. They don't like each other. That doesn't mean that one day they can't come together. It will be shock that if you become a very bad child, that you want to dear, one day your mother and your father will find a way and their love will rekindle and they are one. The day I'll be now I'll be 2 women in our fee. They're now at any third part, which I will ask Fadlan to not do. What I will ask him to do is that, look, go to Maccasio, give him that respect. And you see, as he said, from where I'm coming from, there are things that I don't raise my head and talk. That's what I mean. Oh, if you are mean to me, page me, say, share with him direct. Even all the things I want to say, they are right too. But me raising my head to say it, it's even a form of disrespect. And I will be knocked back down to go back into that position to say it. Maybe in the spell of the moment, hey, I want to build a statue for him. Hey, then I go back. Father, it's not like that. The thing he do for me, no.
It was a vibe.
It was like it make me happy. So I just show happiness of the moment. Then, or I'll just do a counter. I will do two statues for my father. One in Tamale, one in Yendi, one in this. You get it? Up north, or do one in the north and come and do one in the south. Or even tattoo. I'll do a statue for my father and my this thing. Then I will do a tattoo of my father on my heart, and it's forever in my heart. That word alone, it kill anybody. And there's nobody that doesn't like. Maccasio can't deny that anytime Fadlan mentioned his name to his story, that he's not happy. And the way he can disassociate from his success, he can also disassociate from his decline. And Fancy Gadam also doesn't see the need to come and beef his child. Like Akoda, he's a child to him.
But you see, there was something we saw.
Yeah.
When Stoneboy was nurtured by Samini, and Samini's beef with Shatawale, there was no way Stoneboy was going to have any friendship with Shatawale. There was no way. Because the moment you do that, you have sold your loyalty. You've sold the loyalty of your father. That's why Stoneboy inherited Shatawale's fight, like directly or indirectly. In fact, he couldn't do anything about it.
That is a mistake Fadlan doesn't want to do.
No, it is not a mistake.
You see? No, you see,
no, what is the mistake? Enemy. It's like Ghana. Okay, good. Maybe this one was land. It's like Ghana. If there is a country which is against us, and you've been born here, bred here, this country all the time when they get a bomb, I will see boom, I will see boom. Now sorry, I say they say the minimum a boom.
Maccasio school.
Yeah, so I don't know how this is going to be solved.
You see, from it is,
and let me also use another good example. Someone like Kofi Kinata. When Kofi Kinata was at high grade, as much as he did not fight Shatawale, he did not make pronouncements that made Shatawale look evil. Stoneboy, for instance, there he was fighting, like one day he was fighting for his father. On the father he was, but Kofi Kinata never made any negative pronouncement on Shatta. So even at a point, he even had a collaboration with Shatawale.
That's what I mean. So that is
no, but Kofi Kinata now go uncle catch up between Shatawale da. Obekama Samini. No, kama Samini. Shatawale boot me.
That's what I mean. Say now I can. Pepe is the wisdom in which you handle it. That's why when my opening statement I say may bomb pie man so the benya sanyansan. And I'm also saying it in the background. Say I'm not just looking at the individual or the personality, just as in person Maccasio, as in person Fancy Gadam. These two people have a lot of heavyweights and blocks beside them. And these blocks are not just people with faint-hearted. Eba say be Accra fancy mu di manu na fans. Yeah, on in fact ya no nye fans. E dey be bia na fans. You get it? And Obama your Obama. You get it?
Also
Gina on us. But hanu dey Obama Coca-Cola boys. Omu konu. You get it? You get it? So baby I don't want to do the best way to recall no be call a song come back to Maccasio, speak well with him, let him understand, and see how he manages his relationship with Fancy Gadam.
Okay.
Then he deal with both parties with the best of maturity. There's no way Fancy Gadam will beef him that he rolls with Maccasio, and there's no way Maccasio will beef him that he has done music or he has been to Fancy Gadam's industry father or street father or something. No, they all have seen that the young man have made it clearly. And you also need to be bold at a particular time. Because where we are coming from, if you don't stand for anything, you fall for anything.
Yeah.
You need to stand and say, me, I'm for Temale and I'm for both of you.
Yeah.
You are my father and I recognize that. But he is not my enemy. And you are not my enemy. And I will not make him my friend. But I'll make sure that we are at peace.
Abbas has said everything. Nana Reagan, continue. I'm say Roland or different opinion on this Fadlan and Maccasio saga.
When I see people like Maccasio, I mean when I see people who speak up on issues like this, because this issue, if he decides not to talk about it, underground, it takes a wise person to speak up to judge or address issues. But it takes a foolish man to speak up and walk. Listening to Maccasio, you could see this, like, who's the that peaceful environment for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, it's obvious.
Like he is telling you, I am pained because of ABCD. Because I did this, I did that. But I don't hate him. In fact, he is a grown up. He can go here, he can do that. But I want that loyalty. He was frank, like he's straightforward. And this person, one first loyalty now, man, they actually himself. Or also fighting because one family loyalty now, man, they are defending. Because for somebody, for two giants in one community. Now, or knowing who they need to hold your hand and groom you or put you.
So indirectly, it was fans of Maccasio who developed into fans of Fadlan.
You understand? No, sir. At that point where Onokrapo is still competing with Fancy and you know all of that, he still find the need to hold your hand and pull you along.
You know,
what if
Fadlan, no, it was as a result of the Sammy the Stone Boy in Ibino. As it might be, this is what they have been grooming in Ibino.
What if the purpose and the motive for holding your hand was to build another empire?
Force.
Yeah. Non-fan Canadian.
So that when we join forces, we can fight. Yeah.
And now, Sir Force now no building has jump camp. And you want to call that what? Like that is straight disloyalty. What on minimum here just or train
I just said you.
Pastor Kwako Tony Mukasa to say 16. Rather than this I mean, that's Roland was saying Fadlan is not making any, like he's not doing anything wrong. He's doing everything wrong. He's doing everything wrong. If we want to talk about loyalty, if we want to talk about the who was raw, the cost was raw, as in between Fancy Garden and Maccasio, he's doing everything wrong. Maccasio is here also can also sit back and say, okay, I will not talk about this, but I will fight back. Because he might also feel like, so Fancy have gradually influenced this boy to join his camp. On Kase be a boy in a crowd Pimuna on no finding a way into Fancy Gardens camp. But the blame made him a Fancy Gardens, so Fancy Garden the influencing boy and Nana says, Yakwakusi state you man. Like think about it. Do you know what if the boy should just sit there and not want to talk about it or address this issue? The bitterness it can bring between the two artists. Just because of one person. I mean, it is so bad. Yeah, baby a wufino. They be a wasa wokai. Anke na ko si state ni bia ma Maccasio. Anka ko si bia ma Fancy Garden ma. Yes anko e be.
Onka sample man.
Onka bi ponchre na da.
Yeah.
On be one onka bi ponchre na da. And look at the painful thing that Rivalry when interview me say ubo show and how fair Fancy Garden. No, one inviting and yes, on better for people. Inviting no better than VIP, no, or relax. No, say, oh, my godfather is even here.
I answer a punch.
What the man,
answer be painful.
Man, fan to be also inviting and I'm on the VIP session. My godfather who perform here, give him that acknowledgement. You did not do it. So the boy is doing everything wrong. There is something wrong. And if he like Abbas is saying, so bomb pie and wisdom like Beba Trima, he should find a way, go back to Maccasio and address this issue as early as possible. As we speak now, I will say that he is being stubborn because he knows about this conversation. This is not the first time I be a on platform with so what to be brave. So if you are not stubborn, now on for let's say we do. If you are for atabe, you jawa on come bet me two. And to say you'll be on fan and kwasi as a monkwa. You will know what to do. As a wise child, you will know what to do. You will find a way and kabana kanka ukaponi Maccasio pa tanasi. No amanati. Since look at the wisdom Abbas is sharing with us. And why you be say after say Maccasio, you know, step Jimmy for. And they be wakanya as same we are train. Say Charlie. Me who you all do growing up and as also me somewhere competitors then me I'm for everybody. Like, yes, I respect you. You have my loyalty. But I can also not disrespect. Me, I'm not even for people inheriting people's beefs and fights. If you are wise, you can still love Brasa. And if you say on any will beef, you will find a way to live with those people peacefully.
Just respect them.
Yes,
I mean, that's how I put it. Francophone, respect them.
Exactly.
Don't attack them. Don't insult them.
Oh. Just do this simple thing, and now you're making.
There is something we also have to say. No one would encourage that you inherit others' enemies, but respect them. And that's the Kofi Kinata factor I used.
Yes, and leave the beef.
I remember when Kofi Kinata was coming up, he would go for interviews. People ask him, "Hey, so what do you think about Shatawale?" Expecting say and compared to try, he was very careful. He never. That's why I know the ultimate Shata. Shata and Koboni show. Banker Shata, Snowboy, Sammy boy, the anchor. Shut up, on the show.
So
yeah, so Fadlan should learn. Yeah.
He should be smart. He should, in fact, Oshe show we panel when taking any steps to address this thing. Me who is that is how I see him. Like, he doesn't respect. He should, after maybe if he on your chance not show where we are, he should do the needful. He should go to Maccasio, go and sit down. On share Maccasio interview now on the air. On share what his problems are, because what can you now interview and go and sit down with him to address it, because he doesn't need much from you. He's not saying Jai dia we be an aversion as an assembly on trust on fish and shower. But Brasa me ya me say era we are a woman. I did Japan is over trap pomana something. Hey jab rough. So one can say was
Stumbo and Kelvin.
Brother, hey yo.
Shatawale any militant.
Someone would no. Right now it is difficult to sometimes one can say if you want to manage yourself only. Usika yimu any nyama utim say komodo bet usro say usika udini na ochina utimi create now manage but utimi for obi ton so whether rain or shine, you want to make sure say Charlie, the person is okay. And almost all public people, and the moment of a song public expectations means that Charlie was up ocean any kind of say
too much.
You understand? It's at the bedding. Now of first bedding when now movie now ubenya baby fit be jinasoa. Then you switch camp
to start talking nonsense.
No, Charlie Brasa, no. This is so wrong.
Okay, so Fadlan, I know you are an intelligent, smart boy and all that. You would watch this and pick some lessons from it. I trust him, and I know he will also call me. This year we are actually coming to Tamale. This year we are storming Tamale for all the big events. We are coming for Fancy Gadam's event. We are coming to Maccasio's event. We are coming to Fadlan. Yeah, baby. So you guys should watch out for Sammy Flex TV. We are coming with our lenses. Now to our very last story. Something has been said in our industry, and initially when people said it, I actually thought, oh, it was a joke. And after introduction, you know that I'm on for baby. What he said, Maccasio, Oba Ghana music industry, it is very, very difficult to get a feature from an artist in Ghana than a feature from an artist outside Ghana. I'm sure you've heard it before. So many artists, when they want their colleagues here, nightclub, no more engineers. Oh, Charlie, what's up, Charlie? For do the song. Oh, send the song come. Oh, you feel nightclub, wow. Yeah. We nightclub boy, Juma Nancy. But Abonting, oh yeah, mail. Oh, Charlie, send the song, one email, back, Juma. And then a money basa. Is it that our approach among ourselves is highly unprofessional? Is it that our approach among ourselves, they don't see business in our approach, or what? Because in Ghana, I know there are so many people who are even looking for feature from Black Sheriff. Wow. But so UK guy no. Adi no. Uchane ho ba am kweshia I friend Nigeria. Less than 2 months. It is done. What is happening? And then they are Frank Naro himself, Nidino Ochan Naro, but me can Naro, and no any fault. I have a free fault. Frank Naro himself, at his sister Fia in the yeah. Nanko person sister Fia ye nema, or could your studio fee, sister Fia in the team, boss to cool a mama dear to sister Monko recording I inquire, or Manko, and also your name, one in Nigeria. A Sunday, Goya Meno. DM, Instagram. See, I'm not going to busy. So no, come back, do maybe no one a friend. Go and a friend. Oh, Charlie, I'm ready. Send a song. Come, Papa. Why you walk on a video? Cook your video. Say, hey, mommy, I'm in Crawford. What am I say? Frank Nalo himself is not happy about it. Well, okay, also I call the premiere. Maybe a Maccasio trying a while not trying. And they're back to back. Let's go for this. We'll be right back to do the discussion.
An idea about you know. I'm a piano no stay na ejinemu. Yeah, we need to focus. You play beat everything for. You play nipa no a target a sister fear because of Oba voice.
Okay. Now Oba voice.
Yes, no, I respond. I like it. No, this sister fear. And you know, me need sister fear kasa everything. And this sister fear was like a sister to me.
Okay.
Way back Obi Remu. Music me nyina or UK nyina no
na mo vibe
yeah everything yeah there you know what happened is na me UK na was say me tua ni studio fee no encore recording the part I did everything and later like a whole lot you know but me fa blame man no because na they blame no the money manager boss kule
yeah I know right
platform so me boni dey I have to talk I have to I mean, can because Ghana and pen
yeah.
I mean, can me because this video is like a blood contact. Your friend is a Goya.
And you contacted him through Instagram.
Instagram.
Wow.
That's I mean, bro, for you until the baby offer. Me contact you. That time you want to bamba every gym. Yeah. Contact you and I say, okay, bro. Okay, what's up? Then I say me man. I'm sure like I have a song like say unjina so. Because I was saying Sunday, or they a lot of numbers, and there like a whole lot, you know. The time in yan na me Sunday man, no. Me testing now, be sure on reply. Me testing now, be sure on reply. So one day when you call me, on one case friend, me say, oh, Charlie, your track, no send me your email. Sana why?
No, I ain't know you.
Yes, like and you need power, but or your friend is saying. Tour Europe. You know, Obeba date say date in so which is tour no calling and send everything share me. Everything is rare book.
Okay.
Which is August ending.
This year August.
You know. Yeah, interview you need there. Send yeah. Be say video. See. So me limit say no. Seeing any panaka, so Yankee can no mambo. Tiado 4 more na they are can no mambo. So that's how it happened. I met Goya on social media.
Okay, so Frank Naro himself has a new song. Let me be straight, Frank Naro, that's the right name. He has a new song online. It is called I Like It featuring Goya Meno, and the song is beautiful. Some piano tunes like that. A very beautiful video. Check it out on YouTube. And be part of all those who are also vibing and banging to this new one from Frank Naro himself. Abbas, in Tramra, Drumiswana, Yapon. Abbas, why is it so difficult? At the end, they say, among us, we can talk business, but I'm about to for simple. Because the Goya Meno guy, he's big.
Very big.
At the moment, in music circles, he's big. I'm sure, say, or if you're checking Frank Naro numbers online, he'll not be impressed like that.
Yeah.
Frank Naro numbers in you. You understand? But wajai Roland she Goya Meno number they share Frank Naro numbers man Frank Hadi. Yes.
I've had one-on-one experience with Goya Meno and his management. I had the opportunity to go to them for a booking for an event. And I had experience of their schedule. Yeah, Fremont, we are not my there be Fremont.
He's busy. In fact, Frank Naro even said it that He was so busy.
Very busy, and not just busy only in West Africa, across Africa, East Africa, Southern Africa, and even in Europe and other part of the world. But one of the things that me might realize to the international, one of the things is sometimes some of the international arts want to enter into the new space, and they believe so far as you are coming from another country, they want to use you to enter into that market. So it becomes
okay. So Goya is 401k, and Frank Nalo himself and so
you got it, and they want to use you.
My main claim, right?
Okay.
213k. Why are they? But still, also Chen. And Kalbibeka said he should date up Chebubeka, but he dated down.
In marketing and also in creative marketing and sales, there are two things.
But let me mention that I'm a little disappointed in Goya's numbers. I was expecting something new. Yeah.
Oh, me, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Neptunes.
But yes.
You see, maybe not here.
Okay.
You get it. So mostly, with the marketing and international collaboration. For example, with him and Frank Nero, to them they classify as an international collaboration.
Yeah.
And they also take the market. Nigerians take the market Ghana serious. Southern Africans take the market Ghana serious. And they also, Nigerians see the market Ghana as an extension of them. So for it to, from another country, they pay that attention to it. And before they even consider the money, your numbers and all the stuff, you are the first go for them. And there's some way they respect Ghanaians. Because when they dealt with me, I see the level of respect they dealt with me with. Even compared to people here in Ghana who know me and the way their reception is. You get it? And the kind of people that and how they respond to business. Apart from that also, they make calculation on certain numbers in terms of monetary. When they call the figure to you and you can make it, they are cool. Any other thing should go back. It is a monetary and all those things. When it doesn't make sense to them, they just leave you. They are very straightforward. They won't come and beat about the bush with you and all those stuff. It looks like they have a standard. They have right pricing figures and all those stuff. Locally, so what I realized is that one of the first thing, and music have come to me like that, which an artist of mine need to jump on when my artist was ish. So the first thing we ask ourselves, and I'm sure Black Sheriff and his team will be asking most of that kind of question. Do you get it? What is in for us? Do you get it? And the second thing is that you can't.
But today's music, if you ask that question in today's music, then it means you're ignorant.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because today's music of split sheet. No, also
no, so one of the
today's music they feature investment too.
Okay, so
yes, today's sorry, let me just put in this. Today's music feature is just equal to Makoye investment. Yes, ekobomwa o 20% na omuka azeketwa. Shatawali Beyonce feature Ogusu Edidi.
Odidi forever.
No, say, brother, I mean, when you compare.
Shut you scam
brother, I mean, who compare Shatawali dienu? Sena yebegani say is down top.
Obiani class.
Okay, so I'm trying to give you fair idea of how some of these.
You think if an artist can say, brother, I mean, interview me, I'll pay 500. I won't take.
No, I know
because
you will take. No, I know you will take. Everybody is looking at. You see, it won't be fair to any artist that the artist will say, okay, split sheet, maybe 70% of your split sheet. Men to me free. Masami, will you bring your artist? And the other opposition will say, okay, we are the biggest one. We will do the feature. We won't take cost for anything. We won't take money. Just give us 70% of it. We will take money. We want 50% of it. Some of the artists immediately they will say, hey, but when the whole thing go haywire, then they will come back and it will look like you've cheated them. So for people not to have certain level of bid day, any survey, no my ignore. And again, the second thing also is that bebre omo pitch pena na eyadam for pitching. One, most of them pitch through the artists themselves. And two, they also pitch from a member they think they are close to. Then they say anu member na any edict say on your charging no. Or the charging you to any man na acquire bibi e wo. Then obi start a juma no. Wa start kasa no na wa man ni pan hope na oma boki oma yesa aniama ni bebre akoso. So at the juncture na was say artist ni move no. There was to say boss kule no kan. Ono no ebia ono no last man. Then ono beka say omu tu say you split shit say. Then say na akwa say you koko starting from zero. Now go say bibi enyo. But artist ni ya we ono so ya we. But omu nka say okay. Oh, pacho. Enye me na me say adwuma. Assume say na eye. Nti me dey koko to board. Na mo right person any abe discuss na yakọ. You will be shocked that over to me only one member of a team discuss about a project for over 3 months. Not the rest or the actual person who's supposed to actually do business with you and the right signature to the whole thing has no idea. And the Emma will cobra A B C B sa. So brother, I'm trying just to hold brief for the artists also. Some of the artists also doesn't feel like the way I can. Sorry to say. Baby Kumasi a stronghold. Me stronghold. Inkofo a uba betu nyum na mane. Me nyum wo mu dada. Ti se me ni wo koye collaboration na me ni koye de wo wudi e chen media ni. E na Ghana for so mo pesa de no. Ye say e be ka say oh we nyum ko kile ono ankasa ni de kwa de on hu hwe you get that kind of thing. And nyango mpingo otumi koton we numu nyam kwa wo bi nyum man. Then at the end of the day, we need a collaboration. But I can say, onu na why de, wajinyum. And it's some way be. Okay. Maybe on this table, I can't say it the way I'm supposed to say it when I'm on the other end. But before you make that decision, you need to do a lot of calculation.
Okay, thank you so much, Abbas. And can you continue from there?
That's simple. I mean, a lot of factors, including fear of being overtaken. And also sometimes I think the business talk, no, it doesn't land well. But business, I mean, person the business never count because sometimes the conversation it starts from like friendship to business, professional way. And if if the person doesn't respond in the initial stages of the conversation, it makes it very difficult for you to have a deal. Because if you are saying like Frank was saying, was saying my bookie studio man, my sending a message, you have been with one reply. My sending a message, you really one reply. So which opportunity do we even have to even engage him on that business or professional level? The person is not responding.
And how a business can like a buy okay. So Frank, what is in it?
In it for me, asa non steady say oh Charlie Bianca way and based on no religion person we be channel. Now say if you have a budget ni. But sometimes they don't want to be truthful like that. And see, any share that they busy kata no at one will be nice. You're back and forth, or you're frustrated now, bra.
Beja.
But me one key thing I'm a fear of being overtaken, eating into their numbers. They feel like they are on top now. There's a certain numbers enjoying them, and they have to enjoy them alone. They don't have to bring in, especially when my man can't chunk for your tidy like artists now say it be a free now. I say or why people why pay off, but upset per se or reviving the win. Come back for
I know.
Come back for
I know. Many the all can. Many the can. And yes, onim no.
Onim pa. Who know of who no Professional Godfather.
Yes.
Who no back to Godfather. Oh.
Now only when we hear me come back.
Wanya man on your
but on yourself are sending in your own feeling.
Now there's on my own.
You ask yourself, say, like, what is the problem? What is wrong with you having a
certain
business
numbers
discussion with a fellow artist? Why are we supposed to me, I want to speak from that angle because it be family, so the people are ready to pay whatever amount you will call.
Yeah, negotiate.
Just let's talk business. Obeji, I want you to do the feature. Says they will not. Phone a crowd on Fabio. On Fabio, but let's say, Oko Nigeria, not in Nigeria, C-class artists. Crap collaboration. Let's say Obenya numbers in Nigeria. International. Oko international.
Yeah, international.
I mean, of course, it is international collaboration. But I mean, you say you will do that to your fellow homegrown artists. Me, they be a Maccasio, me can't do. We say artists be a mini. Me, I am a dream when na obi a source no. Me dream wo ochana o sani atwede na ba. Omo be so Maccasio chale o ko frosoro no ye say ti o de tia na wampa ha no me ebu. And no na ya me dream because you see some of these conversations and the young artists go because me send you akwa we nyom wan fi me wan ye say
no so ba bi
e be young artists bebre na omo kasa omo hit omo prime one or china wan he 2 years po
almost be kind of same
almost ma be kind the same thing. Me Frank the me ya woman say like he was saying they started from that direct relationship kind of thing, sister and brother thing. And wasa amamu, I think it never was business.
Oh yeah.
So I mean engage him. Oh Frank, and you made them sometimes they just look down on the people. I don't see another thing. It feels like no, I'm too big to
yes.
I'm too big to.
Yes, I don't let the battle.
Last time,
onim come am penny. Oh, Rasta me pese me ni we feature on my main cast, on my main cast. San come on. Obana de 10,000 ka beto me table so me nkodi ani mpo. Because at the end of the day, on aba ko liquor stoping.
Yes.
Ko be ko kan pa ko okay, Rasta na unti mate. Otwa mu fi ho a.
On feel cry.
Oh me I always want to keep my distance and respect with artists. Enti komo bi ho a say oh, Rasta me no, me nye.
Because they feel like we na radio maybe they say sometimes the artist should be straightforward with people. I think some of these frustrations sets in when you are not being straight because they be a nyoma ko beti me releasing earlier on ko be ye adwuma no e wie release be e bia unfi no na ade eche obesa send no be waiting for a response na emre ne kwa na eko into one ya challenge me nye no one say okay also win me nye one man excuse okobe before from onu hu pain be abi because enya by force so be jumping on.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Ro. Come through Yampong on this one.
Na Naro gamu service artist name be on crash 7 am ye no. Omo nya omo catch us omo nya na chemo be come. Ghanaians sometimes they hate bad news. On can't on nya on can't just on you.
But when it is business.
And then I make us say
tell me there is one thing I don't joke with, that's my business. That's why me because the brother my friend one far. Yes, after we now friends, after meet me far. But apart from me free hano, ko be hano, I have to pick up because I'm a business person. And until the person comes to you or calls you, there is no business.
Apart from and because attitude no. Other than that, the other factors so it be a direction at a particular time. You know, sometimes and also truthfulness. An artist can come to you for a feature. Oh, me pay feature we. Recently was it familiar or so on one of these artists any way what we talk at man release.
Yeah, stage A.
Stage A, exactly. Look at the time that probably the person came to you for the feature. On the way agreement, I'm going to release it at this time. You also looking at what schedules, no calendar, no direction, our person will call in a particular calendar year. When you say, when you pay me money feature, or I catch them so be releasing it, that's it. In terms of pay me calculation, it is also going to fall in line with my direction and my vision I may work for the year. But before you realize, the person will not stick true to his word, even though he may like me back in business. But at the end of the day, it might mess work up. Obe money feature and then they will go and sleep on it. Obe money feature and then it will turn into another attitude. You know, some brands and artists have certain requirements or standards at a particular time. Your videos be on no matter the features they will give you. Video looking at his brand, he will not do it. There are some songs that you send to him, he will not do it. There are some songs that you send to certain brands and they will not do it. The moment some of these artists respect some of these decisions and spaces, I think says aside other attitude, no, this conversation is going to minimize. Because it's in a regular kind. And then I will also will be pay feature on person of man. Tomorrow the table will turn. But when you understand the business from this angle, there are some you will be able to see the odd ones from the genuine reasons. Because there are people that are planning almost album release this year. And on us on here not being say ye feature there. So yes, you might come with business when you see a tour. But Obeka say own to me, you know. Ebia no can, you might take offense. Some people are also very emotional. Obeka says, "See, I waba so why here to so through to be seen the feature crowd so man." Probably you don't even, and the person cannot come and discuss the vision in camp. And bachelor say because me ebia me nya feature by feature be what I say I'm releasing at this particular point. So me feeling say if I do yours and you also release, it might collide with or no need no. On to me be can't a business plan. So the only thing is probably might try to caress with the but that notwithstanding, the person who feels a wound to me and you still owe that person like that respect of telling him say mean to me even if you can't tell the person the direct reason in because of business, just find another polite way of approaching the whole issue and letting the person know say at this particular point a bad timing. It happened between Guru and Kwame Uji. Or can also pay feature between Kidi and Kwame Uji on the same song. Links and the payments fell at a particular point as side collaboration in Unya. But man too said as against our collaboration now on per collaboration behavior. You get the whole scenario. So at this point, if Guru goes to sit on the platform and says, "I'm pay feature one farmer," somebody might add it to this conversation. But meanwhile, the other party also had a very genuine reason, which it may affect their business, which is why they couldn't grant you that feature. So the attitude of okay, Obia bound chair for feature, just respect the person like that. Because when the tables turn, they are also going to disrespect you in that same light. One thing you body and put your best in, you know. When I hear some of not so like like let me use the hip lifers. When I hear some of them complaining, say, oh, the new crop of artists they don't respect, you call them, they don't mind you. When you see them, they want you to greet them, first now they are then wrong. Nah, mister. Because you see, the word is very funny. Let's open up the conversation. Let's take it to their time. And let's ask. You hear certain comments. The people that we reverence like this in our current space are legends and veterans. So sometimes, yes, we know there are some bad attitudes when it comes to Obiwo peak at a particular point. Or try to have a friend who and the person like attitude be disrespectful. That aside, but aside that some people also have some genuine reasons there. Probably they can't come forward and tell you plainly, but then their reasons are genuine and you can't hold them to it.
I see. Very beautiful analysis and submission by my favorite pundits for today's edition of Showbiz Daily, live on Sammy Flex TV. Abbas Muiz, thank you so much. He's also ready to sell your songs, market your songs, do your event for you anytime you want his services. He's a marketing executive as well. And that Regan is also a promoter, talent manager, a blogger, and a writer here at SammyFlexTV.com. he handles content on the platform. And to Roland Amate, he's also handling Showbiz Channel GH as a website. And again, he presents his show on One Play Africa. And he's also an event person, talent manager, works with Sophie Records as well. To Digital Rasta Currency, our camera person, always giving us all the videos and the photos here on Sammy Flex TV. And Richie Flex is the director, editor of the show. Emmanuel Forula PJ is the producer, as well as Gideon Nilantesin. He is our creative director. Now to you are our favorite fan. God bless you for always tuning in, and thanks for always coming back to watch us. But before you forget, if you've not subscribed to the platform, please do, because real Showbiz is here. No libby, no lava. Until then, we are out of here.